Okay, so today we're going to go through how to set up a very basic team capture the flag map in Fortnite Creative. So for this you're going to need 3 items. You're going to need a player spawn point, you're going to need a capture item spawner, which we've equipped, and you'll also need a capture area, which we've equipped. So start by placing your player spawn point on the ground, and you'll need another one for where the second team will spawn from. You can have multiple teams on capture the flag, so you can have 3 teams and 3 flags, but for this one we're just going to have the 2. So what we need here is a capture item spawner, and this will be where the flag sits. I need 1 per team. And then finally we need the capture item area, and that will be the place where the enemy team who have the flag have to take it back to. So that is a very basic setup: 2 player spawn points, 2 capture item spawners, and 2 capture return areas. And the last thing we need is something to capture. We can use anything, but we're going to use a flag. And then all you need to do is go to the capture item spawner and just throw the flag somewhere near it, and hopefully the level will snap it into the spawner. Another flag. Same again, we'll just throw that down. That's not close enough. We'll throw that down, and you see it pings into the slot there. Okay, so we'll set this side up for team 1. So if we go down to the customize player spawn and we set that to team 1, there are other options we can set. We don't really need to worry about any of those. We're not going to do anything fancy. This is just a very basic level. And then we go over here to set team number 2's spawn point. Now these are the squares that all the players for each team will spawn on. You can have more than 1 spawn plate per team, so you could have them spawning in different locations, and obviously you can have more than just the 2 teams we have here. Okay, so if we have a look at capture area, so we're on team 2, so the starting team is team 2. It's a good idea to give your teams a unique colour, so we'll just set team 2 to green. How big do you want the area to be after you return the flag to? Let's take that up to 2 tiles, so it'll be nice and visible. Do we want it visible? Yeah. Consume the item on scoring. When you bring the flag back and you score the point, the item will be consumed and it will then respawn back at the other team's base. And again, yeah, consume the item when it's dropped. Can receive items from the allies, because up here we've set the affiliation of this capture area to team 2. So team 2 of the allies, only team 2 can drop the enemy flag off in this base. And again, the scoring set to allies. Item delivery score. What score value do you want to assign to dropping the flag off? So if we set that down to 1. We don't want it to be captured. We're not worried about the control times or anything like this. You can use the capture area for sort of King of the Hill type games where you have to capture a particular area, but for this tutorial we're going to use it for flag captures, and we can set beacons and all this other good stuff, but we're not going to worry too much about that. The main settings have been changed, and they're the ones with the little asterisk next to it. Okay, so we also need to set the attributes for the flag. So friendly team, it's team 2 over this side of the map, so team 2 of the friendly team, and we want to change that to be captured by the hostile teams. And again, we can set the colour the same as the capture area should we want. We're not going to assign a score value to it, because what that would do is that would give you a score point upon you picking the flag up, and what we want is a score value of you returning the flag. So we've set that. Return dropped items, so if a player is running across the map with a flag and they drop it or get killed, the item will return after a set number of seconds, in this case 5 seconds. We can have sounds, we can have triggers to send events out on other channels, which we've covered channels in other videos. We're not going to do anything fancy here. We'll set that, and this time we go to team 1 and set the same values but for team 1. That's the flag spawner set. So much like we had to designate a consumable item to be the capture item, in this case the flag, we have to tell the capture area what item it's looking for in order for a score point to be made. So again, we need to assign the flag because that's the item we've chosen. We can choose something else, but again we're keeping to the flag. Same as before, you equip it, you throw it, and you can see it'll ping to the device on the ground, and that way that capture area is looking for a flag to score a point. And again, we've done the one over on team 2. So hopefully we've got the very basics of a capture the flag match. We'll give it a quick test now, and then we'll go through some more of the other settings just so we can set scores and things like that. So here we go, we've spawned. That's obviously telling you that we need to get a flag within this pink area. This is our team's flag. Can't do anything with it, can't pick it up. But if we run over to the enemy team's base, we can pick their flag up. You get a little marker on the screen saying that the player's taken your flag. And then we can run into this area. It detects we've got a flag and it gives us a score point, and then the flag goes back to the enemy's base. So not the most exciting level, but it hopefully gives you an idea of how to set up a basic capture the flag. Now what we need to do is assign some further rules, because we don't know, we can't see what the score is, and the level will just continue like this forever. There's no victory condition. So I've got the mechanics set up. So if I go into my island, just go through some of the settings. Now we want 2 teams because we've got 2 spawn points. So we can set the team size, and we're going to set that to split evenly, so both teams have got the same number of players. You can set spawn limits, number of rounds, etc, etc. What we're looking for is, instead of most round wins, most scores win. And what we're looking for is a set score to win. Now we know that each flag pickup is 1 point, so we could set this to be, you need 5 successful captures to end the game. That's the end condition. And again, we can change all these things, but we're just going to keep it very basic for the time being. Now what we're also going to do is the HUD info type, that's a heads up display. We want to see what the score is, so we're going to set that to score. So that will show you hopefully the score up to 5 points that you need to win the game. And again, there are other settings you can change in here. You can play with them and see what difference they make to your game. But we've set up the basics of a capture the flag, where you need 5 points to win the game. So now you'll see there's a gold number 1 indicating that I'm on team 1, and you'll see a 0/5 which indicates we've scored 0 points out of the required 5 in order to win the game. So if we run across here and take the flag back to the capture point, you'll see there's a 1, and then the blue progress bar has moved up. And again, should there be another team, they would see similar. So we'll do this 5 times just to show you that it triggers the victory condition. And there you go. 5 points, victory, you win. So what we've got there is a very, very basic capture the flag level, but hopefully that will give you an idea of how the mechanics work for a capture the flag level. You can repeat what we've done with the player 1 and the player 2, and you can have multiple team spawn points, so you could have 3 teams or 4 teams all playing capture the flag. You just need to set the settings on the spawner and on the capture area. But there we go, a fairly straightforward, hopefully simple capture the flag. And thanks for watching.